Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. We're obviously producing, recording remotely, and that doesn't stop the quality of our content. And once again, she joins us sometimes in the studio, but this time remotely. She is Michelle Sekerka, President and Chief Executive Officer of the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. Good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you, Steve.
Now, listen, I've talked to you before when you've been in your home. Today, we happen to be taping on the 16th of June. Looks like you're in your office in Trenton.
I am. We have our leadership team here today. It's 8 of us. We're doing our leadership retreat, socially distanced in our innovation zone downstairs.
Talk about that, Michelle. Again, it's interesting. First day in the office, great timing for us to be doing this. How do you expect it to be different? And does it affect the quality of what you do?
Well, absolutely doesn't affect the quality of what we do because we've proven that over the last 12 weeks. BIA has been continued to be indispensable to our members as we've gone through COVID thus far, and incredible the work the team's done remotely. We're just here temporarily today because we retreat a couple of times a year and we felt it was important that we did it in person, and we're following all the safety guidelines. So we're socially distanced in our innovation zone, as I said. But we haven't missed a beat at NJBIA, not a beat, Steve.
And the other way I know that is that Michelle and I are actually, let me disclose, Michelle and I are doing a Q&A, a very candid conversation about the keys to leading in these incredibly challenging times. It's a Business and Industry Association event. This will be seen before and after. But that's my point. My point is you're doing seminars, you're doing workshops, you're providing value for your members who are business leaders.
Yes, we are. We're continuing to make sure that we're relevant, bringing the products and services, particularly the education and information right now, so significant for our members. And then, of course, is our advocacy. I mean, our lobbyists right now, they are providing testimony remote. The Senate, the Assembly, they continue to meet, and the sessions are unique. I had the opportunity to testify in front of the Senate a couple of weeks ago, and very unique when you're doing it on a Zoom like this. But look, we're all connected in ways that we never were before. And we have to continue to find innovative ways to stay connected and to be productive in this environment.
By the way, the Business and Industry Association is an organization that includes members, leaders in business of different kinds of business, big business, medium-sized, small business, all different businesses, right?
All across the spectrum.
Michelle, it's interesting. The BIA, Business and Industry Association, represents businesses of all stripes. What are some of the most significant, really difficult challenges that any business faces as they try to have some people be back in the office, still some people are remote, but as they go, quote, back to work in the office?
This is all about reinvention. As we come back to the work environment, we have to reinvent the way that we're going to do business for the future, because this isn't changing. What we found out over the last, 12 some odd weeks is that we can be productive in different ways, that we can communicate in different ways. And the way we deliver our products and services is going to have to take into consideration this remote environment as well. I think the most difficult for the bricks and mortar, our retail businesses, Steve, my heart is breaking for them. I mean, every day I get a heartbreaking call about somebody going out of business. And they need to think about, how can they get a remote platform? Now more than ever, maybe they thought before that they were being taken over by the Amazons in the world because of technology. They have to find some unique ways now to get their products and services, delivered in a unique fashion as well. So opportunity to reinvent, and that's what we should all be doing.
It's interesting, Michelle, you talk about, I've tried not to use the word opportunity in this because I wonder about how that sounds. But the truth is, of course there are challenges. Of course it's difficult. Of course, financially and every other way, we're trying to figure out how to stay in business. But there are opportunities to be more innovative. Look, we would never be doing this. You were in the studio 100 times with us, almost. We're doing this now. We didn't stop production. We produce differently, right?
Absolutely. And you know what, Steve, life is a big SWOT, right? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT, right? You wake up every day and you've got to think about where's the opportunity today. This has been a rather depressing time. I mean, come on, you can wake up and your attitude every day could be it's Hedgehog Day, right? SOSDD, as some will say, okay? Or you can wake up and the sun comes up anew and it's like, it's a new day today, and how am I seizing the opportunity? And, the entrepreneurial spirit of the New Jersey business is always seizing the opportunity. And we have to do that now. We have to do that now.
What do you describe as, or how do you see the role of state government? Again, Governor Murphy leading this ship of state, if you will. But there are key decisions that are going to be made moving forward, not to mention the fact that the state's got a huge fiscal hole. What do you think, 2 or 3 things the state of New Jersey could be doing, should be doing to help businesses, which means people being employed? Go ahead.
Sure. Well, number one, certainly I want to commend the governor coming through the healthcare crisis for sure. But right now, it's time to get New Jersey business open and do it as effectively and efficiently and swiftly in a safe manner. New Jersey business, first and foremost, always puts the health, safety, and welfare of their workforce and their patrons and their vendors first. So nobody's opening if they don't feel that they're safe to open, okay? But if they can check those boxes, let's get them open as quick as possible. Let's not just choose dates that sound good. If you're ready to go, let's get you going, all right? Every day, every hour means something to business. So state needs to be an enabler right now to the reopening process, safely enabling business to open. Number 2, from the support side, we need grants. We need continued grant money in order for businesses to be able to be prepared to reopen. Personal protective equipment, PPE, is a new expense for everybody, right? So the opportunity to have some dollars flowing to New Jersey business to help to offset some of these new expenses, as well as the fact is they haven't had revenue for years. And EDA opened up a new program just
Economic
recently.
Development Authority.
Economic development that is already, already oversubscribed. So you see the need that's there. Third thing, fiscal responsibility. Okay, just like I said, business has to reinvent themselves on the other side. Our government needs to reinvent themselves.
Does that include raising taxes to make up for some of these lost revenue?
No, it means reform, Steve. We've talked about reform for years, right? Many times. And everybody always says, oh, we can't do that now. Like the world's not going to stop for us to figure this out. Guess what? The whole world stopped. We can figure this out right now. When we come back, we have to come back bigger and better than ever. And that means now is the time. Now is the time for all the reform that we've talked about for so long.
Finally, you've always been an optimistic person in these incredibly difficult times, and we're taping on the 16th of June. Are you optimistic about the rest of the summer into the fall?
I'm cautiously optimistic because I always will be optimistic. My glass is always half full, but I'm just telling you the challenges that are out there and the pain, the economic pain that's out there right now. This is going to be a slow and painful summer, but we're going to slog through it together, okay? We're going to work on getting these businesses open. We are going to build consumer confidence because business cares to make a safe environment. So they're going to make their environment welcoming to the consumer. And I'm hoping by the fall that everybody's feeling much more comfortable about where we are as an economy and as society.
Michelle Siekerka is the president and CEO of the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. Michelle, as always, thank you for being with us. Good luck to you and your team having that leadership retreat, socially distant from each other. And I look forward to talking again soon. All the best, Michelle.
Thanks so much, Steve. Be well. Stay safe.
I'm Steve Adubato. We'll be right back.
State of Affairs with Steve Adubato is a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by Hackensack Meridian Health, Wells Fargo, IBEW Local 102, PSE&G, NJM Insurance Group, New Jersey Sharing Network, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, and by the Fidelco Group. Promotional support provided by bestofnj.com and by New Jersey Monthly.
If you have cancer or suspect you may have cancer, don't let your fear of COVID-19 take over. Our commitment to cancer care and patient safety remains our top priority. Our cancer team is taking special precautions, including temperature screening, universal masking, physical distancing, and rigorous cleaning of all our facilities. Hackensack Meridian Health nurses are available by phone or by video visit. Please call 551-996-5855 to connect with the care you need.